How is everyone on this glorious day here in Melbourne? It is fantastic. The sun is out and it must be we're slowly getting over this winter mayhem. So how is everyone going on this spectacular Saturday? I had to think of something to rhyme with Saturday then. Spectacular Saturday or sunny Saturday. So how is everyone going? So as I always let everyone know through these live streams of either feedback I've got from people or coaching calls, had an amazing coaching call with my team and my leaders at 1 o'clock actually, and it was fantastic. Everyone getting in from all around the globe. Even my leaders that are in their own different separations in their businesses are absolutely rocking it. You know, we've got one of the team who's won their 5-star trip, Elena, over in beautiful Port Douglas. She got on, and then I've got Gary over his with his family. He's in his private little cabin. Then we've got Natalie. Then we had Elaine. She was driving. We had Maddie over from Perth, and yeah, we had the whole crew. So how is everyone going? Good to have you on, Catherine. Hey, Mr. Rob Leader, old school electrician. How are you, mate? Good to have everyone on. So I know there is a lot of people walking around and functioning in life with no direction, yeah? Or, you know, life isn't giving them the fulfillment what they desire. You know, and I've been there, and sometimes it doesn't matter what I achieve. You know, you get to a plateau and you're like, oh, what am I doing? And you do the road runner or you do the running man, and you're like, you know, you're putting out all this energy, but you're going, where the fuck am I going? What am I doing in my life? And the reason why, you know, you get to this perspective, or some people like they feel like they're not achieving anything, because let's be honest, yeah, and there's a number of possibilities and probabilities as well. So people have no direction in their life because they're not putting in enough time to actually connect with what they want, with the feeling, yeah, why they're doing it. You know, sometimes people will start a job, or they will do a trade, or they're in a relationship, but they're just doing the activity, but they actually haven't connected to their true reason why and their core values and the way it makes them feel for why they're doing what they want, or, you know, what's going to make them feel the right way. Because you say to someone, well, you know, what do you want in your life? Well, I don't know. Do you know what makes you happy? I don't know. You don't have the time because they're talking too much, and they're in the outer world too much, and they're not spending enough time connecting with the inner peace of what is going to make them fill up. You know, me participating in something every day, you know, with the interconnection with another person or persons, with the environment, how is that going to make me feel? Is it going to make me feel the way that I want to feel, so I'm going to be a better version of myself? The thing is, you need to press pause to the outside world, and you need to start taking the time out to really connecting with, where am I going in life? Why do I want to get there? And don't worry so much about the how and the what. That will come later, but it's more about the emotional connection. Because, you know, the reason why we put ourselves on a path, and the reason why we put ourselves on in any activity, it's for a feeling. And let's be honest, yeah? Why are we doing everything? Why are we in a relationship? Why do we live wherever we live? Why do we eat the food? Why do we have the job? Why do we dress the way we dress? We do everything for a feeling. And if you're saying that you're doing a career or not, direction, if you want to be in a relationship or whatever it might be, you need to start understanding, people, is that it needs to be to the connection of how it's making you feel, yeah? Because a lot of people are doing a lot of activity, they're doing a lot of nothing, and what's happening is they are going in circles. They're not feeling the right way. It's not making them feel fulfilled. It's not making them feel a better version of themselves. And you're just like, why would you waste your time? Because life is too short. If something is not making you feel right, then there's a reason why it's not making you feel right, because it's not aligning with your internal driver. It's not aligning with your internal being. You know, your internal radar is saying, hey, you know, alarm, this is not right. We need to change things up. We need to alter. We need to get into a different state. We need to be on a different path with different people. So be very mindful of that, yeah? And that's what it's about, because people lose direction because they actually don't spend enough time to build direction, yeah? I'll say that again. People lose direction because they don't spend enough time to actually have direction in their life. They're too caught up with doing activity. They're too caught up with listening to the wrong people. They're too caught up with being out of their mind. Like when I say that you need to go into your inner world, you need to align for why are you doing it, yeah? Reason why, let's think about it. Like, why do you get up in the morning? Why are you a coach? Why are you a mother? Why are you a father? You know, you just get up and you become autopilot. If you just get up and become autopilot, you need to make sure that, are you aligning with the activities that you're doing, with the forecast that you've got, your career, you know, the people that you're with? Is it aligning you and building you into a better person? Yeah, and that's what I ask, because a lot of people will do things and they won't connect with their internal drivers, they won't connect with their internal motivators, and they won't connect with the feeling of why they are participating in these activities. The biggest success crippling activity that you can do, as Tony Robbins says fulfillment, or success without fulfillment, is the ultimate failure. And it's so true that, you know, people go, oh, but, you know, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I hate what I'm doing. Or, you know, I want to be in a relationship, but I don't like the person. Or I want to be, you know, or whatever it might be. You might be a parent, but you're just like, oh, I hate children. And you need to understand, people, is that you do things that fill you up. You do things that make you into a better person, that make you feel the right way, that's going to make you feel empowered, that's going to make you obviously want to do better at the activity as well. Because this is a simple thing. If you're doing something and it seems like a struggle, and you don't want to put more work into it, and you don't want to keep, you know, pushing forward, and it seems hard and it doesn't make you feel right, then there's some pretty big warning signs. Then you aren't on the right alignment, you aren't doing the right activity. You need to start saying, well, my inner being, my inner radar, my intuition is starting to tell me, well, let's regroup and let's get onto something that's going to make me feel how I would desire to feel. Because everything at the end of the day, people, if you break it down, it's all about the feeling. And the feeling is absolutely everything, yeah? So you really need to make sure that, why are you participating in everything in your life? And this is the thing as well. The reason why you've got no direction, firstly, is because you're saying you've got no direction, yeah? There are so many people that are, you know, they're doing what they're doing is because they've got no direction. I almost ran over a bike. And that's what they're saying. Well, I've got no direction in my life. Why do you feel like you've got no direction? Because, well, if you say you've got no direction, then obviously you're feeling you've got no direction, and then you're going to have no direction. If you actually put the time in to say, well, look, at the moment, I don't know exactly where I'm going or what I'm doing. And what is this bike doing? Sorry, guys, this lady's going to get ran over. It's always at this corner. Absolutely, I had recent experience where I have been very mindful around with the circles of personal development, and there are a lot of bullshit and hypocrisy. So feeling awesome. I can't really read that at the moment because I am driving, but thank you for your contribution. That is awesome. So, you know, a lot of those things that come into come into play as well. And we have to be careful about what we do as well, because, you know what, we need to be open with our model of the world, because people's opinions and models of the world can be they can be confined, and you can actually lose yourself or lose people's magic. Yeah, I always find that you need to press the stop buttons, and you need to always be, I always say, be selfish to be self-empowered. And what that means is that you need to have the time to really fill your own cup up. You really need to have the time to, press the pause button and go, okay, you know what? Let's go. Why am I doing this? How can I do it better? How can I feel better actually participating in the activity? And that's something that is really powerful as well, that, you can always start to say, because when you do something, it can be, it can be business, the business relationship, it can be relationship, it can be, doing whatever, going to the gym. And there's always ways that you can tweak it. There's always ways that you can alter it. And if you aren't tweaking it and altering it, then you really want to make sure that, that you need to be making sure that you're feeling the right way. Because like I said, everything that you're doing or not doing is for a feeling. And those feelings is what drives you. Those feelings are what makes you up. So yeah, it's just so important, people, that we really need to, really need to, be in perspective of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and so on and so forth, because it's crucial. How you're going to find direction in life is by building up a step ladder or increments of understandings of getting goals, and then basically having benchmarks, having desired outcome, having benchmarks. And what's going to give you direction is by forward focusing on where you are going, and then going backwards. Because if you are basically making it up as you go, you want to be able to throw out it's like fly fishing. You want to be able to go to your end goal where your direction is, and then you want to be able to go backwards. By being able to do that, moving forward and then coming backwards, that's going to give you, hey, look, I know where I'm going. Because most people walk around in life with their hand over their face and basically a blindfold, and they don't know where they're going. So by you putting out that understanding of where you're going and then how obviously you're going to get back, it's going to be absolutely everything that, you know, okay, cool, I know my end goal, now I'm going to work backwards. You know, that's absolutely everything. There's one of the boys is rocking it. I was going to bib the horn there, would have scared him. So that's a big thing, people, as well, that you know you're doing every activity, you're participating in every activity, being able to move forward. Are you driving a left-hand vehicle? I know everyone keeps saying that. No, it's actually a right. It's a right-handed, but it's where how the camera is. Ezra, how are you, brother? Welcome from all the way from Bali as well. And a big thing that I've found is obviously having a forecast, knowing where you're going, 12 months, then working backwards, yeah? 12, 9, 6, 3, 4 weeks, 3 months, and that's really going to give you that understanding of how you are going to stay in direction. Because, you know what, it doesn't matter how much money you got, it doesn't matter your significance, your name and your title, that can all not matter anything if it is not making you feel right, if you aren't emotionally connected to it, or the feelings aren't empowering you the way that you want to keep driving or keep doing it, yeah? Because it doesn't matter, you could make, $10 million, you could have 15 companies, you can have everything in the world, but if you're not connected to that, you're not going to have that direction and drive to keep going forward, yeah? You're simply not. You're just going to just keep doing it for the hell out of doing it, and it's going to be mindless activity. And then what do you think mindless activity does? You're not going to be anywhere in your potential. You're not going to be nowhere near your potential. Another thing that you'll be doing as well, you won't stay on. Life will get hard, and it won't be direction. It will be forced activity, and forced activity only leads to one thing. It leads to a dead end. Yeah. So all these things in mind are so important for you to be able to, be able to grow, for you to be able to, put your energy into, okay, let's get excited. Because, when we're a little kid and that, you've got something to look forward to, and there could be Christmas, there could be, some sort of event. And, that's what keeps you fueling. That's what keeps you going, that you're moving forward, you're growing, and you're having direction. There's a lot of people that don't take the time to actually put out and say, well, you know what, this is what I want in my life, this is how I'm going to get it. Then every day you have a little plan, because your end picture. You will start to create your plans, you'll start to create your forward focuses, you'll start to create what you desire on a daily basis. And that is what keeps you going, that's what keeps you moving forward, that's what keeps you getting better every day, because you're moving forward in a perspective, because you know where you're going, yeah? It's a simple thing. If you know where you're going in life, you're a GPS. So you put in your coordinates, you put in your longitude, your latitude, your longitude, and you know where you're going. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, cool. I can see the path on my GPS. Beautiful. All right, look, at the moment, there's going to be a little bit of there's going to be a bit of a speed hump, or we have to go to the right, then we have to come back to the left. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a bumpy road. There's a narrow road there, but at least I know where I'm going. So what you want to understand, people, is that you do everything in your life for you to feel a certain way, for you to, be in a certain state. And what that means is that the way you're feeling everything and what you're doing is that you want to feel that way. You want to feel empowered. You want to feel loved. You want to feel, appreciated. You want to feel successful, or whatever the feelings are to you. Whatever the English language, or the, whatever the words and language actually, elaborates these feelings. So the more that you can do that, the more that you can connect with the feeling, then you do not need to worry about the action. Because what happens is people will worry about the action too much, and the action is not strong enough to empower them to have the feeling. They get it done, they get it around the wrong way. So that's why they have no direction, because they connect with the activity, because the activity is probably wrong, their driver, or they're driven and motivated for the wrong reasons. And the reason why they're driven and motivated for the wrong reasons, because they've made the wrong choice, or they're connecting with whatever they need to connect with because it's an idea, it's not an obsession. Their feeling is nowhere near as strong as it needs to be. So when all this happens, then that's when you get people who are going, you know what, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to stop, I'm not going to do anything, this is not making me feel right, blah blah blah, and all the rest of it, and then boom, you know, that's where they hit a dead end. So, you know, people, just something for you to listen to on Saturday, just to give you some direction, give you some clarity, get it, you know. And if you're not excited about life, you know, if you're not feeling the right way, then you really need to start going, well, what am I doing? I really need to start, you know, aligning with my feelings. I really need to start, you know, connecting with where I'm going, how I'm getting there, and so on and so forth. Because if you're not doing that, then, you know, why are you doing it at the end of the day? Okay? So I hope everyone has an amazing Saturday. I'm off to my sister soon, and it's my sister's birthday, my dad's birthday, and my niece's birthday. So we're having a triple threat over at my sister and my brother-in-law's beautiful home, and hopefully everyone is feeling fantastic. If you want to know more about direction and the rest of it, as everyone knows, you know, we've got some big events happening again in Melbourne. We've got the Melbourne workshop that's happening, the social identity experience, Discover the Real You, on the 21st to the well, this guy, someone just hit his car, poor bugger. The 21st to the 22nd of October. And then we're going to be rocking out, stacking out for the first time for all you Perth people. And that's going to be at the Ibis Hotel. And that's going to be from the 28th, Saturday the 28th to the Sunday the 29th. And that's going to be fantastic. And then we're taking things to the next level to really finish off your year with a bang. 2017 with a bang. We're going to be rocking out the ultimate polarity recorrection and identity creation retreats over in Bali for the 26th time. So that's going to be absolutely incredible, guys. So as I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here listening to me, Lee Bundy, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International and the messenger of the strength. Have an amazing day. Go and rock on, get that direction, connect with the feeling, and you're on a winning path. See you guys.